Greetings and welcome back to this next installment of Bible Topics that Make You Say "Hmm." And I'm Robin Sweet Ransom. And thank you for joining me today. And what do I have in store for you today? I'm glad you asked. Say, is anger controlling you? Are you like this woman losing her mind on some innocent person whom she feels deserves her wrath? Looks like she's at a laundromat. So why she's going off on this person, I don't even know. But she feels like she has a right to it. Now, what would happen if someone punched her in the mouth? Huh, they would be wrong, right? I ask you, is anger controlling you? And you see how this man is looking at her like she's lost her ever loving mind. This other person is shocked. Do people behave that way around you when anger gets the better of you? Well, I'm talking to me in this too. I have learned to control my anger, but at one point, sometimes it could get uncontrolled. Let's get some insight into emotions brought to us by GotQuestions.org. God created us as emotional beings. Really? Yeah. We feel love, joy, happiness, guilt, and yes, even anger, disappointment, fear, etc. So it's not a sin to have anger. We were created with it. That being said, it is important that we learn about managing our emotions rather than allowing our emotions to manage us or to take control of us. We should take control of our emotions. For example, when we feel angry, it is important to be able to stop, identify that we are angry, examine our hearts to determine why we are angry, and then proceed in a biblical manner. Out of control emotions tend not to produce God honoring results. Human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires, spoken of in James 1:20. Let's talk some more about anger management. When you start feeling angry, try deep breathing, positive self talk, or stopping your angry thoughts. Breathe deeply from your diaphragm. Slowly repeat a calm word or phrase such as relax or take it easy. Repeat it to yourself while breathing deeply until the anger subsides. Anger outbursts are stressful to your nervous and cardiovascular systems. Some people are known to have strokes and heart attacks. Why? Because of unmanaged anger and stress, and can make health problems worse. Although expressing anger is better than keeping it in, anger should be expressed in an appropriate way. Try to gain a different perspective by putting yourself in someone else's place. I, in my secular life, am a conflict management expert. I love helping people process their anger and get through it and engage with other people. I also facilitate emotional intelligence classes, love doing that. And that's one of the reasons why I am so emotionally balanced, is because I've learned it and now I teach it and I choose to practice what I teach. Let's go into some scriptures now to help us understand more about anger and managing it. Proverbs 29:11 says, a fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise man holds it in check. You don't want to be a fool, do you? Proverbs 15:18 says, a hot-tempered man stirs up conflict, but a man slow to anger calms strife. James 1:19 and 20 says, my dearly loved brothers, understand this. Everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. For man's anger does not accomplish God's righteousness, as we alluded to earlier. And then finally, Ephesians 4:26 and 27 says, be angry and do not sin. So we have a right to our anger, but we should choose not to sin. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. Why? Because it can make it worse. And don't give the devil an opportunity. And he loves to take advantage of that opportunity. Most people who have been murdered is as a result of uncontrolled anger that turned into rage, and the person allows Satan to take advantage of it. Is anger controlling you? If so, gain godly control over your anger. It's natural to become angry. Even God becomes angry. Don't suppress it in unhealthy ways. Deal with it. Figure out where it's coming from. Recognize your feelings of anger before God. Share it with Him. Avoid making decisions that will make you sin. In fact, don't make tough decisions when you're angry. Just like you shouldn't make tough decisions when you're in grief, which is interesting because that's when you have to plan a funeral, is when you're probably in grief and angry about it. Let the feelings of anger go as quickly as they came. Don't be one who just keeps holding on to it as if you are sipping poison, hoping that the other person dies and you're only killing yourself. Anger and revenge go together, and unforgiveness. Do not let the devil use your anger for his wicked plans because he wants to use you to get to that person. Don't let him. Christ can help you address your causes of anger in a healthy way. Let's talk about the anger ladder chart, the different levels of anger. So here's the feelings, and then this is how it feels. So if you're furious, this is how it feels. For your mind is completely angry. I need to express it. I may say or do something that can hurt myself or others. And for the body, my entire body feels hot. I may yell, scream, cry, or use my body to express my anger. When I'm angry, for my mind, I feel very uncomfortable. Like it is painful. It is hard to think clearly. I want to express how I feel. And for my body, my heart is beating fast. My jaw is tense and my fists are clenched. And when I'm frustrated, for my mind, I'm not getting what I want. I feel uncomfortable. If I am trying to do something, I feel like giving up. And for my body, my face and body is getting hot. My body shows I'm frustrated. Which of these emotions do you feel most often? For most, you feel frustrated more often. And then you have to just decide what is frustrating you and deal with it. And if you have to have a tough conversation with someone, do that. And do it before you become furious. And when you're angry, allow yourself to calm down a bit so you can think clearly about what you want to say and how you want to say it. Proverbs 16:32 says, one who is slow to anger is better than the mighty one who rules his spirit, than he who takes a city. Oh, I should say this. Let me read this over. One who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, one who rules his spirit than the one who takes a city. And then Galatians 5:22 and 23 says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faith, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. When you have self-control, you're better able to control your anger. Get control of your anger. You do not want it to have control over you. Think back. But when you have allowed anger to control you, did you like the consequences of your actions? And now, accept Jesus' invitation to become your Lord and Savior and give you that extra strength to manage your anger. Romans 10:9 and 13 says, if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For everyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. Won't you accept him today? All right, join me next time for Bible topics that make you saved.